Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. We missed Soul Surfing Sunday, but we're going to incorporate it because I had the cards pulled for Soul Surfing Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. So we're going to do a 3-day spread of what we need to pay attention to. My name's Fawny D, and I hope that you enjoy what I'm going to tell you. I have channeled the cards, I have channeled the messages. These messages are channeled through my meditation. They are a collective, and they will give you some guidance of what is going on in the world that is like crazy right now. We have to work on ourselves. It is very, very, very important right now to work on ourselves because we can't change anybody else. So, if we want to change the world one person at a time, we have to start with us. We have to go through the dark night of the soul. We have to look, and the going through the dark night of the soul is looking at everything in your past that is bothering you, that you have not released, or working out what you have released, but you still are bothered by it. We will always go through the dark night of the soul because we will always have something, some polarity in our life, a positive or a negative, because that's who we are. We're energy. We have to experience the positive and negative, and everything is Earth School. It's a learning. What did I learn off this bad experience? What did I learn off this amazing experience? How did it change me as a person? We have to remember, we all look at the avatar and we fall in love with the avatar, and you have to fall in love with the avatar because you look at the avatar every day. But you have to fall in love with the soul first because we are a soul in a body. We have to remember that. And when you go down the street and you see all these people in fancy cars, fancy houses, fancy this, fancy that, that wasn't your story. It's their story. And there might be a reason why they have fancy this and fancy that. And you know, it's it's not always greener on the other side. And sometimes we get boggled down in our mind and we think, wow, I would like to be like them. No, you're you. You're special in your own way. And you will have special encounters in your own way. So we're going to get into it right now. And I've got my coffee, and it's Labor Day. It is Magical Monday. And we're getting ready to go into Thoth Tuesday. So I hope everything is going on in the beautiful, magical world that you're creating for yourself. We are going to get into the numbers. Now, Soul Surfing Sunday was 9/1 of 2024, which is an 18, which goes down to a 9. And then you've got Magical Monday is 9/2, 2024, which is a 19, which goes to a 10, which goes to a 1. And then we've got Thor Thursday or Thoth Tuesday. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Is 9/3 of 2024. It is a 20, and that's a 2. So I put 9, 1, 2 together. That is a 12, goes down to a 3. It is the Trinity. So this is a divine message from our spirit guides, our ancestors, our galactic souls that we connect with. Everything is connected. So let's read the 3. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love them and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer. The wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, creative energy, the overcoming of duality, and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Yeah, we've got to go through this world observing things. We are all learning everything. We don't know everything. So we might know everything of one thing, but we don't know everything of the other thing. So we have to keep an open mind, very open, so we can learn things. We got a number 37 from the Soul Helper Oracle. It's a message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. Get in touch with your feelings and emotions. A message from the spirit world is trying to find its way to you. You are much too busy with worldly things and with yourself just now. They distract and preoccupy you so much that you are failing to take notice of the message. Cleanse yourself, let go of your fears for the future, and give expression to your desire and dreams, perhaps by writing them down, portraying them in a picture or a collage, or telling your friends about them. Feel free to use modern technologies such as social media. If you like, be vigilant and prepared. Have an open and receptive heart, since this is where you will receive messages. It will flow like a golden light to the center of your heart, into the sacred space of your truth. Leave your worldly trouble behind so that the Great Spirit can touch you. The message will be about fulfillment and truth. It will be a portent of victory. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the raven, the herbal essence is lemon, the healing crystal is the magnetite, and the number is 1. I really like the start of this because it's exactly how I said it. We have to take care of our soul family, but we have to work on ourselves. And if you notice, she's looking at the raven flying over her. But as you see, she's in a hurry and she's just glancing back, but she's still in a hurry. She's not listening. Number 1 tells you that you are a magician priestess and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now in particular in order to receive your vision from a spiritual teacher clearly and without compromise. Number 1 promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within you and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities in the pure spirit of the subtle world. We've got that quite a few times in the last month. We need to remember that because we are going through Earth School. We have to keep remembering all this stuff we have around us, these tchotchkes, the collectibles, the stuff laying around. It may be a dusty memory on the shelf, but the memory is within the heart. The best memory is kept in the heart. So we have to slow down a little bit and let the raven catch up and give you the message. That's when we do our meditation. We slow down in our mind and let everything catch up. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. I know, it's screaming. Okay, Human Spirit Oracle. This is the one that told me, please read. It's a 22. It's a master number. This is the wallflower. Who is being a wallflower right now? Oh, there you are. I almost didn't notice you blending into that wall there. You have made it to the party. Now get up off that wall. Mingle, dance, and find joy. I know sometimes it might be hard meeting new people, coming out of your introverted shell while trying not to be seen, but you never know who you might meet. Someone interesting, have a good laugh, dance until you sweat. At least you can say you got off the wall and gave it a try. My mother used to do that. She was like a procrastinator. She's a Cancer, she's a loner. And she used to have friends call her and say, "Hey, you want to go?" And she'd say, "Yeah." And then like 3 days before it, she'd start, "Well, I don't know if I really want to go." Da, 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 da. And she'll start procrastinating. Says, "Oh, just go. You'll have a good time." And finally, you talk her into it. She goes and she comes home and she had an amazing time. So, don't let things like that stop you. Um, okay. It's telling me, okay, okay. I keep picking up a book and it's going, no, 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 that one. So we got to go to the magical, spiritual, spirit oracle. I can say it. Okay. Call your energy back to you. Energy, power, aura, and depletion. Look at that card. How pretty is she? She's in her earthing. She's grooving. She's got the flowers everywhere, all through her hair. She's got the crescent moon on her forehead and all that magic coming out of her hand. I am calling my energy and power back to me. The garden, the nature witch, she who blooms, giving yourself the chance to flourish means allowing yourself that energy. This card is a sign that it would be empowering for you to access where you have been channeling your energy to what, to whom, and how much. You may feel scattered or fatigued. Are you placing your focus on too many things, people, or problems at once? You may not have enough power to fuel the things you actually want. You could also be drained from worrying about petty or insignificant things. Tend to your personal energy garden and become conscious of where that energy is going. It's time to nourish yourself so your desire have the chance to blossom. You can only attract butterflies, blessings, if you have the flowers to do so. Be the garden that draws in the life you are worthy of. The energy card is a sign to call your energy back to your soul, life, dreams, and core values. You cannot give to others if you cannot give to yourself. You will not be helpful to yourself or anybody else. A weak energy field can lead to a weakened existence. Your energy is your power. Many cultures have long held beliefs about the metaphysical nature of our soul. Auric fields, energy centers, and chakras, often accompanied by practice to help us revi- re- revitalize, cleanse, and align ourselves. Soul core of ours is off. Misaligned or depleted things seem off. You can get all the sleep your body needs, but you're still tired because it's on an energetic level. Right now in the morning or before you go to sleep, meditate and literally call your energy back to you. Imagine it as several cords of golden light that are attached and fueled feeling other people's places or things. Remember, this is your energy. You are in control of it. It can come from you and it can return to you. Visualize it, call upon it, and breathe it back into your being. Feel the light returning to you. Feel yourself being nourished. Repeat this process intuitively. That is a really good, I like that card because we do get complete depleted. And then sometimes we go into ourself and become a wallflower. So, and a lot of times we're too busy and not listening to messages. Yeah, wonder what this is all about today. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting read. Oh, I can't get enough coffee today. Oh, now I read this. Okay. So now that we talked about depleting energy and we're not paying attention to our blessings and we're being a wallflower, we've got number 26, follow your dreams and dream like. She is holding a little bird and she is just dreaming. Your subconscious is trying to tell you something important. Get a good night's sleep so you can fall into the swirling patterns of your brain. Dreaming is synonymous with magic and self-discovery and is vital to your existence and happiness. It's important in a superficial sense in that it allows you to process and release any stress or drama you're holding on to. Many dreams make no sense when you wake up because they were just your brain defragmenting from the day, filing away the memories and experiences it wants to keep and ditching the rest. But you can also gain deep insight from your dreams, drawing forth knowledge from your subconscious. If something is bothering you in your waking life, it can be dealt with in the dream state. Answer to problems are often buried, and when you dream, you allow them to come to surface and reveal themselves. Everyone dreams, even if you think you don't. It just means you don't recall them, which is common if you go to bed so tired that you move quickly through all the sleep cycles and fall into a deep sleep. There's a reason deep deprivation can lead to hallucinations. You need to dream in order to process your day, manufacture memories, learn survival techniques, understand who you are, why you're here, and where you're going. So if you're not dreaming at night, you'll do it during the day while half awake. Drawing this card is a message that your subconscious is trying to show you something. So you need to pay attention. Interesting, guys. Writing down your dreams and exploring the messages your subconscious sends you while you're sleeping is a great way to decode your own wisdom and find solution to the issue you face. Information, emotions, and answers to problems are often buried deep within the subconscious, and dreaming will allow them to come to the surface of the subconscious mind. By recording your dream each night, you'll not only see pattern emerging and work out their significance, but also train yourself to remember them so you can better utilize the wisdom they impart. If you're having nightmares, pay extra attention to them. They may be trying to alert you to a problem you need to resolve, such as an emotional situation you're struggling with or a health issue you should get checked. Daydreaming can also be a useful tool, for it is these idle moments that hidden truths emerge. When you switch off your conscious brain and allow your mind to drift through fluidity in a kind of stream of consciousness, unexpected connections can be made, leading to inspiration, and it's something you're already doing. Scientists have discovered that we spend between 25 and 60% of our waking life in this mind wandering, undirected thought process. It's not all helpful or inspired. Some daydreaming is just rehashing a conversation to figure out how you could have dealt with it better, reminding yourself of all the tasks you have to do, or wondering what you'll make for dinner that night. Like the less useful brain dumps of sleeping dreams you don't remember. But some daydreaming leads to insightful, creative ideas that seem to hit you from out of the blue. That sudden spark of inspiration, that resolution to a work issue, that flash of perception about your relationship. It often comes as a surprise because logic has been abandoned in favor of your mind's vague wanderings. Yet so much is going on below the surface that you're just not conscious of. So get rid of the guilt for supposedly wasting time and honoring your waking dreams too. If nothing else, your brain needs some downtime from the constant stimulus and barrage of sounds, sights, and stresses. And who knows that you'll dream up, then dream into being when you allow yourself the freedom. Uh, Dreams, we are all about dreams. If we are having nightmares, there is something you need to look into. What? I don't know, but you'll have to figure it out. All right, we're going to go to the angels and ancestors. And they had some things to say. The first one we got was the eagle, see from a higher perspective. And I always try to tell everybody when we get this card, this is a good card to think about because everybody has their own perception. Like I always say, you can tell a story, five people standing there, and each one of them have a different perception. Might have similar perceptions on it, but different. They'll tell, like you tell them a story, five people, they go away, and each one of them will tell a similar story, but they'll tweak it. They'll put their aspect spin on it. So it might turn out to be different stories when it lands. Look at things from a different angle, fly higher, and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws its power and strength from the sun. It is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide which is able to see for miles. It approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encourages you to recognize that your views or visions may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation needs or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling and needing for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. Yeah, that's the hardest thing for all of us is to come from a place of love because we're so uh the 3D world is so heavy. It doesn't let you sometimes. Then we got Earth Mother, feel loved and comfort. Look at her all beautiful, wrapped in the world and birthing the world and taking care of the world. Look at that. She's got butterflies and berries, leaves, and more butterflies. And love that card. Allow yourself to be cherished. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is the female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Earth Mother, you are her child and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, Maiden, Mother, and Crone. Behind her can help you adapt as the change of life comes your way. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light. And it's important you know that and feel loved. If you have if you had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockage that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You are being guided to make choices that are based on love. Um, we have to that is a deep card. We have to really respect things with love. We have to all realize that everybody's going through something, whether they show anger, love, aggravation, whatever it is, everybody's going through something. And we've got the trader, exchange energy to create abundance. I like this card because you do trade things in this lifetime. And it's going to be interesting when we go into the future how things are going to unwind and unbind. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. Inspired by the Trader of Morocco, this card brings the lessons and energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever you may be, in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both, for example. If you are a creative person or considered yourself creative when you share your talents, you are giving them. And when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feeling of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. Yeah, that's an interesting card, especially when we're getting it with the mother and, everything that's going on with it. There is going to be a lot of changes, big changes. And wow, I didn't realize I got two eagles in this one. Okay. Message Oracle. Yeah, sometimes when I'm pulling, when cards are popping out, sometimes I get cards and I don't realize there's two of them. And then we got the eagle again, Embrace Spirit. And this is the Messenger Oracle. You are a spiritual being living a physical life. Embrace spirit in your journey and reaffirm your connection with the divine. Fly to the heavens, but remember to look down and see that the divine exists in the magical, natural world beneath you. Spirit dwells within all, in everything you see and know, in everything that you do not see, and which is unknown. Both the creative and the destructive, the beautiful and the ugly, are born of the divine. Wow, I like that. I always did like this one. That was a good message because he's got the passion, which is intuition, and the gold, which is beautiful. And we got quite a few on this one. We got protect the wild green. This is Mother Earth, which is interesting because we just had her. It's like a Mother Earth. You, excuse me, you are a guardian of the earth and all who share it, the trees, the animals, the birds, insects, and inhabitants of the ocean blue. It is time to play an active role in protecting and preserving the wild and the green by being aware of and limiting your impact upon the natural world. This world is not yours to possess. It is a gift given to you and your children. Tread gently, tread with care, and walk with love. Remember, your relationship with the world is a symbiotic one. We do have to remember, and she's all green. She's got her green sword, and she is beautifully protecting the wild green. And we have to protect our world. I know a lot of people don't feel that way. Okay, we did get let two become one. And that's a really cool card. Share yourself with the one that you love. Be their best friend and let them be yours. Let your trust in each other be unshakable and your love be strengthened by knowing and accepting each other's flaws and weaknesses, still loving each other despite them. Give yourself completely, trusting that you will not lose your independence or sense of self, but instead become two halves of a stronger, loving whole. Yeah, that's a beautiful card to get. We should be stronger, and we should be our somebody's best friend. But we have to respect boundaries. You have to respect your own boundaries, your boundaries. Others will not respect the emotional boundaries that you set within your relationship if you do not respect them yourself. Know yourself, love yourself. If you do not accord yourself the same care you desire from others, then you will not be shown care. If you do not honor your own truths and dreams, then nobody else will. Honor yourself by treating yourself with the same care in the same manner that you wish others to treat you. Uh yeah, that we can't go around treating people really bad and expect them to be really nice, because that doesn't work all the time, you know? Okay, now we're going to the Dreams of Gaia, and I've got a new Oracle deck coming. So let's get into them. Let's play with the magic. We have King of Water, and I really like the King of Water. He is calm, contemplative, insightful, fluid, balanced, protective, nurturing, jealousy, possessiveness. He is a safe harbor in the storm. Let go of gender bias, strength born of adaptability. Be present in your relationship, a need of excitement. Marry critical thinking and emotional logic. Allow your feelings to guide a decision. Address a cause of jealousy. This card is a good card, but it's also a warning card. This King of Water represents a strong man who is calm and protective, like a safe harbor in the storm. He is nurturing, caring father who embraces a gender-specific role. He is willing to be both mother and father, nurturing the protector, homemaker and provider. As a partner, he is loving and supportive, a gentle but passionate and sensual lover, and someone who is not afraid to explore and experiment. He is both sensitive and thoughtful, but never weak or soft. He excludes strength. He is who he is because he chooses to be present and caring, adaptable and fluid. He loves to use his sense because to do so is to elicit an emotional response, and he is willing to look within and explore those emotions. to increase his understanding. He is a person who has successfully married critical thinking with emotional logic. The process of using one's emotions and feelings in a logical manner to become more knowledgeable and aware and use this to his advantage. He is aware that all decision making has an emotional element and that no decision can be balanced without emotions and feelings being taken into account. He has learned from his emotions and uses in knowledge that knowledge in a productive and constructive manner. As you consider your feelings in your decision making process, now is the time to do so. The King of Water is multifaceted in meaning. He symbolizes an approaching time of peace and calm where you will have time and space to simply be and grow. He also represents a need to let go of emotional based gender bias and to embrace the awareness that this paradigm belongs to the past. A man can be just as sensitive and vulnerable, nurturing, and supportive as any woman. A woman can be just as closed off and insensitive as a man. Both can be communicative with regard to their feelings, and both can be unaccompaniative. Both sexes have the same qualities. How emotionally open or closed a person is has nothing to do with gender. So this is both sexes have the same qualities. How emotionally open or closed a person is has nothing to do with the gender and everything to do with the individual and their journey. We have been conditioned to believe that men and women are emotionally different when they are in truth the same. As with the other court cards, the King of Water also can also represent a person in your life who embodies the traits of the king. If you are in need of his counsel or safe harbor, seek him out at this time. That would be good to know if you knew somebody like that. We always need a safe harbor in a storm. Now, we've got the new Wild Reflection Tarot, and they are going to clarify those. So with him, yeah, with him, we got the moon in number 17. Cue the card. We know what the moon usually is. It's usually an illusion, and it didn't come in reverse. So let's see what we got here. Illusion, intuition, uncertainty, confusion, complexity, secret, unconscious. Traditionally, the moon card warns of deceit, lies, dishonesty, embarrassment, dangers, self-deception, and lunar fantasies. Traditionally, the moon card warns of deceit, lies, dishonesty, embarrassment, danger, self-deception, and lunar fantasies. Often, what we find appealing in the moonlight turns out to be completely different during the day. Complicated romance, uncertainty about love or relationships, uncertainty around career path, confusion of job, lack of information, and unclear around financial decisions, lacking financial knowledge. You need to be aware of the situation that are causing fear and anxiety in your mind, whether it is in the present or future. The moon card alerts you not to allow inner disturbance and self deception to be the best, to get the best of you. Yeah, we have to remember this is the illusion card. And she's got her dog and she's got her wolf. Let's see what else is in. And they are basically howling at the moon, and she's kind of wandering, like in the dark, like in the past. She's in the water now. So yeah, she's kind of confused. So um think about that right now, because we are all going through a lot of confusing times. And if you get so confused from the illusion, my suggestion is to find a safe harbor to talk to. And if you can't find that safe harbor to talk to, go into a meditation and talk to the creator within. I always suggest you get all kinds of perceptions on what you're dealing with, but always go within, find your heart space and talk to our creator, your ancestors, our angels. They're all around us. So we have all kinds of help. We just have to ask for it. Now, the other one we got was the King of Fire. And what's interesting about this one, it's a 14 also. So we've had two 14s, which is two 5s, which is change. This one is reversed. This is usually grounded and focused, your passion. Be more than an ideas person. Remain involved from start to finish. Every leader is part of a team. Delegate. Be dauntless. Respect your position by respecting others. Show your appreciation and keep your temper in check. Now, if this came in reverse, so this is a blockage. The King of Fire reverse speaks of the consequences of arrogance, aggressiveness, and an explosive temper. It symbolizes a leader who has forgotten that in order to lead, one must have followers. And if one treats them harshly, they will find someone else to follow. They will act to replace their king. When this card appears, remember to keep your temper in check. Think before you speak and act. If you are feeling challenged and close to losing your cool, step back and give yourself time to calm down. Also, be sure to avoid bullying and intimidating people in order to get things accomplished. It will only serve to put people offside and sabotage any chances of success. Don't get caught up in the glory that comes with success. Don't place yourself upon a pedestal and expect to be worshiped, for there will always be someone who is willing to push you from your precarious position. We have to watch the ego. That is a big ego is really hard to get rid of. I still have some ego shit going on. I am a Leo, but I am on the cusp of Leo Cancer. So I'm not as hardcore as the August Leos, but I still have that stubbornness. And I catch myself, we got to work on our triggers. Now, the clarifier for that one was temperance. And this is a 14. So we have 3 5s in a row, which I thought was really interesting. And if you look at this, there's the white feathers. Our angels are around us. The sun is out, and look at the energy he is playing with. His eyes are open. I thought they were closed. And if you look, that's night to dark. Interesting. That's a nice card, isn't it? I like that. Balance, peace, patience, moderation, calm, tranquility, harmony, serenity. The Temperance Tarot card suggests moderation and balance, complete with a lot of patience. When this card appears, there is a suggestion that extremes in any situation should be avoided. Carefully and considerate with love, being patient with love or lover. Success from patience and moderation, steady and slow progress and growth. Temperance may also indicate a time to evaluate and re-examine the priorities you have chosen. This will help you create a balance between your outer and inner self. I like that card. That card, yeah, it's like the polarity. It's like the night and day. We feel different during the day. We feel different during the night. I like that card. I like that new deck. The only thing I don't like is the book is so little and the writing is just so small, but it's got color pictures. But yeah, I like it. I can't wait to get my new Oracle. I've been doing the Dreams of Gaia. This was my first deck. And I've always loved the meaning of these cards and the graphics. They're just beautiful. Um, okay, we've got that done, and we had quite a few fives and a 17, which is eight, infinity, but 17 is the cue the card moment. Okay, we've got in I don't know, the sixth of water, and it was reversed. We have blockages going on here. The idea of kindness and compassion. See all that is good and pure in humanity. Strive to be better, embrace healthy boundaries, accept that you will falter. Overcome obstacles with gentle determination. Do not meet aggression with aggression. Be kind and walk away. There is something that is going to happen. And this is a collective. It could happen to any one of us or a bunch of us. There's going to be something that we have to use patience for. Reevaluate and think about the perception that we are having with what is going on. Something big is going to happen. Trust me, I can feel it coming. The six of water reversed, excuse me, is a very simple message and meaning. It does not serve us well to give in to the desire to inflict hurt just because we believe someone to be deserving of it. We may feel that we are justified, but what purpose does an act of spiteful retaliation serve but to make us less and perpetuate suffering? It can also be said that it makes us energetically the same as the person who harmed us. Therefore, the sixth of water comes to caution against embracing pettiness and retaliation. Regardless of the circumstances, there is always a better option than an act of spite. Anger used in this manner is rarely beneficial or healing. Instead, it perpetuates suffering. There are none who can remain untouched when cruelty is offered. Both the person who inflicts it and the person it inflicts upon will be marked by it. If revenge is desired, the best revenge we can mete out to anyone who has hurt and upset us is to remain peaceful and emotionally detached. We can choose to be kind to ourselves to end our suffering by walking away and investing our time and emotion in something more worthy. This is what I do, where I have quite a few triggers sometimes. It all depends on my energy. And the other day we had some really heavy energy. My husband felt the energy all day. He was annoyed all day. And he says, I don't know why I'm annoyed, but I'm annoyed. I said, then realize you're being triggered and go and try to work on it. So he did. And the day went and it was gone. We will all have those trigger days. Don't lose sight of those triggers. You have to stay balanced. You have boundaries, so you can set the boundaries, but something's warning us because we also got a number 16, which is a 7, and it's the Tower. And I think what's interesting about this card is awesome. It's got a squirrel up here on this, and it's got a vulture right here, and two people falling with energy coming down over her, but not him. The vulture's over him, and the squirrel and the energy are over her. So he's waiting for death, and they're wanting to create it. That's what I get off that. Disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. The old ways are no longer useful, and you must find another set of beliefs, values, and processes to take their place. Break up weak relationships, ending foundational shifts in view of love, sudden job loss, workplace disruption, workplace chaos, financial loss, wake up call regarding finances. The meaning of these changes, foreshadowed by this card, will entail the comprehension of the truth, which will enable you to free yourself from false constructions in your life and determine your true value. So there is going to be a tower moment, and it may not be a good one, but it may be okay. We don't. Now that was for the collective reading, and then we have the special message that what the creator wants us to know going forward in the next few days. And we did get the Four of Water. And the Four of Water is telling us that you are beautiful. Be aware of weaknesses, but focus on strength. Mistake an opportunity to learn. Let go of the idea of perfection. Love yourself for who you are. Happiness at another's expense, the emotional cost of action. The Four of Water stands before you with quite confidence and awareness. Despite his scared appearance, he sees only beauty when he looks at his reflection. A gentle smile curves his lips as he regards himself with kindness and understanding. He has many weaknesses, and during this lifetime has made many mistakes, and yet he chooses to see the lessons he has learned and forgive himself, instead of holding on to feelings of shame, regret, and guilt. Every scar makes him more beautiful, and every mistake presents him the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. Like all of us, he has many strengths to balance out his weakness, and it is these strengths on which he chooses to focus. He believes he is deserving of both love and happiness, and even when life offers an experience that scars, he refuses to allow hurt or disappointment to erode his self-belief or close his heart. This does not mean that he is blind to his flaws. Rather, he accepts them for what they are, part of a whole that is imperfect and perfect at the same time. The Four of Water arrives in your reading to ask whether you look at yourself with less love than you should. Do you see only your flaws and imperfections and feel as if you should apologize for having them? Instead, seeing them as something that gives you depth and character. Those flaws and scars and imperfections are aspects of your nature that make you truly beautiful. You should shine like the sun if you would accept them and forgive them and allow them to simply be a part of you, who you are. It is time to let go of the idea that to be perfect is to be without flaws. Stop looking for the perfect relationship, the perfect idea or creation, the perfect career, the perfect opportunity. Every relationship, every idea or creation, every career path, and every opportunity has flaws, imperfections, and the potential to fail and go awry. Release that perfection is a paradoxical state that exists only when there is peaceful acceptance and unconditional love for those scars, weaknesses, and flaws. Perfection is only achieved in seeing, accepting, and loving the flaws, knowing that they are an undeniable, necessary part of the beautiful, magical whole. The Four of Water comes to ask that you release any feelings of inadequate or discomfort. You are in this moment everything you are meant to be and so much more. Love yourself without condition. I love that. Beautiful, magical whole. And you can see that he's looking in the mirror, you can see his scars and his flaws. He's got one eye, but he feels he's beautiful and he's flowing with the water. I love that. With that, we got the Queen of Cups. She looks like she's just dancing on the beach. Compassion, warmth, kindness, intuition, healer, counselor, supportive. The Queen of Cups represents emotions and intuition. This card reminds the asker to honor their sensitivity and allow themselves to feel the full spectrum of emotion that makes up the human experience. Caring and supportive nature brings suitors deepening existence relationships. Taking the role of career at work, seeking out support and compassion of work. using your resources to care for others, giving charity generously. This card is also a sign for the asker to trust their intuition and heart. All the answers to their questions lie within. The Queen of Cups communicates the need to stand strong in their truth and light. That kind of reminds me of the one we just had, where he's standing in his magical and he doesn't care what other people think. I love that. We also got a 24, which is faith, and that's number 6. Faith is a beautiful self-belief, helps us overcome self-belief, and faithful inspires confidence. Doubt breeds mistake. Cruel words can do lasting harm. Do not give up because of the past mistakes. Be kind and supportive. See yourself. Believable goals. You matter. You are enough. You are not alone. Do not be unkind because others have been unkind to you. Take delight in the compliments. Now, this is in the future, so I am going to read the future of this card. The faith card in the future position symbolizes setting yourself simple goals and acting on them in order to increase your confidence and self-belief. Do something you have been promising to do for yourself, something small. When it is done, smile and be proud of yourself. Make a promise to do the same thing next week. And when you complete your task, be sure to acknowledge it and rejoice it in happiness that it brings you. Over time, as your confidence increases, make the goal more complex. But remember to make them personal. Honor your desires. Set personal goals that improve you in some way so that your self-belief grows, not only through achieving your goal, but because of the goal itself. We have to have faith in things. If we don't have faith, we'll falter. Now, we got the Ace of Cups, but we got the Ace of Cups reversed. And in this one, it gives you the reversed meaning. Coldness, emotional loss, blockage, creativity, feeling unloved, gloominess. When the Ace of Cups is reversed, it can signal that the querent feels an emotional blockage. They may be going through a period where they are repressing emotions of having trouble expressing themselves to a loved one or creativity. Sadness, separation, vulnerability, insecurity in the way of love. Feeling unmotivated and bored at job, unfriendly colleagues. Disappointing news, frustrating and sadness regarding finances. This card also signifies that the query should take time to engage in activities they love to get their creative and joyful flowing again. It is a time to practice self-love, self-expression, and connect with their intuition. Yeah, that's a really good card. I think we should do all of it and then some. Okay, we got one more special message. And it is self, but self is upside down. There is a blockage going on. We are supposed to be working on self. That's number one, uno momento. Establish a unique and individual identity. Be free of definitions and labels. You have unlimited potential. How has your past shaped you? Identity is fluid and changing. Who you are is for you to determine. Are you trying to fit with the wrong crowd? Know who you are. Who do you wish to become? A path of loving expansion. Let go of a herd mentality and think for yourself. Now, we got to get rid of the blockages in the self, because that's self. We are going to have blockages, but we got to overcome that. The self card reversed represents a need for you to look within and ask if you are embracing other people's beliefs and behavior in order to belong. Going along with a herd mentality can make you predictable and lead others to have certain expectations of you, especially if you are predisposed to follow their lead or do as they do without question. Humans have always formed tribes and communities. We are social animals that seek out others in order to feel protected and understood. But while we are and always will be part of a collective, we are also unique and individual beings who have evolved to a point where we have the freedom to be different. If we have the courage and desire to do so, in fact, we have the freedoms that we do because generations before ours have defied convention and tradition, broken laws, and fought for their right to be free thinking individuals. That fight is ongoing as people continue to evolve, and each tribe demands to have the same rights and privileges as their neighbor's tribe. Monkey see, monkey do. It is said that limitations is the synchronous form of flattery, but there are many who do not see imitation as flattery in any form. Rather, they see it as the act of someone who seeks to curry favor or approval, or of someone who is unable or afraid to think for themselves. So think for yourself, stand on your own 2 feet, be innovative and original instead of doing what everyone else is doing. It does not serve you to believe what others tell you to believe, nor to do as others do, unless you truly do believe that they do and share the same values. If you want to belong, do not try to make yourself fit by being the same as others. When you know that you are different, be who you are, respect who you are. Then you will draw to you those who are similar, who will respect you and whom you will also respect because, like you, other free thinkers, independent people are busy walking their own path. I started thinking about that the other day. You know, when you're young, you're in cars and you're riding around and you think you're something special and you have friends and this and that. When you get married or you move away or you do something, all that vanishes. You might go home once in a while and see two friends that are still living there and remembering things, but you may have nothing in common with them. So you got to remember that there's a lot of things going on because, we did get, as a clarifier, the Page of Pentacles. And I love this. He's just laying in his energy, daydreaming with a sunflower. And that's beautiful. Ambitious, diligent, goal-oriented, planned, consistent, star, student, studious, grounded, loyal, faithful, dependable. The Page of Pentacles represents new beginnings, passion, and the start of new endeavors. The asker may be looking to make a career change or begin an entrepreneurial pursuit. The energy of this card speaks to the motivation needed to manifest goals. Quite steady, diligent lover, dedicated in relationship. Make plans to achieve ambition, big dreams, training. Selling good habits and finances. This card reminds the asker to remain passionate and in touch with the original drive that propels this project. Perfectionism or fear of failure can sometimes stop us in our tracks. We had the perfectionism card. We don't want to do the perfectionism. I get that some people are, I am funny about things on my desk. I am funny about clutter in my house. My husband's funny about, we all have a quirk. It's okay. We're all allowed to be different, really. We are going to read the Golden Future right now because this is an interesting card and I want to find out about it. Number 20, which is a 2, robots, set yourself free with wisdom. In the golden future, most of the jobs will be done by robots. They will perform household tasks and do all routine work. Citizens will not need to employ in order to earn a living. They will have time, space, and freedom to nurture family, friends, animals, and the land, as well as enjoy creative sport, learning, and experimenting. In fifth dimensional consciousness, everyone will do what brings their soul satisfaction. Those whose greatest joy is to grow food or teach or heal will do so. Community projects will be undertaken because individuals will love to share and care together, not because they have to do them. So robots will give people the time and space for leisure and self-expression. Everyone will love exploring their gifts, their soul gifts and talents. The moss is just killing me today, so I'm coughing and I'm sniffling. Excuse me. So robots will give people that time. That's interesting. I always thought that everyone will have the freedom to express their divine self. Ah. Archangel Jophiel, the great golden archangel of wisdom, is bringing forward the freedom for everyone to truly express themselves at a soul level. To enable this to happen, he is overseeing the clever use of robots, which will be programmed intelligently to help humans for the highest and wisest good. Choosing this card suggests that it is time to consider the chores you currently feel obligated to do. Anything that feels like drudgery or boredom is draining your precious life force. Reflect on what you would do with the energy if you were free to use it as you wished. Let your imagination soar. Your guidance is to do one of two things. You may choose to change your attitude or those jobs so that you carry them out with a joyful fifth dimensional heart. Alternatively, visualize yourself using your energy to do what satisfies you and makes you happy. Then ask Archangel Jophiel to bring your vision into reality. Yeah. Are are you guys still manifesting? I haven't said anything in a long time because I just wanted to be quiet and let my soul family do their duty and what they're doing. But I'm going to ask you, are you doing your meditation and are you doing your manifestation? Because guess what? I have a whole list that I've manifested and I've got. And one of these days I'll go over the list. Okay. Yeah. We got two cards from the Divine Master. Rama and Sita, holy union, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. Rama and Sita are Hindu perfectionists. The perfectionist card is coming up a lot. So I think we have some perfectionism that we got to kind of work on that maybe not that perfect. The perfectionism of the divine masculine and feminine and are associated with the festival of lights, Dali, embodiments of divine love and holy union. This magical couple can be invoked for help with overcoming challenges in relationships and can help those who are ready to open their heart to love. Okay. We all should be open in our heart to love. Do what you love and love what you do. Rama and Sita are the central figures in the Indian epic of Raman. In short, the story is that Rama and Sita were royal rulers, and a great demon lured Sita away by impersonating a wounded animal and an injured beggar in the forest. As Sita had great compassion, man, my throat is just itchy as hell today. Okay, here we go. Now I got to find my spot again. As Sita had great compassion, she felt it fell into the trap and was stolen away from her one true love. On his quest to find her, Rama led an army of monkey warriors, including its leader, Hanuman, into a battle between good and evil. They prevailed, and the royal couple were united once more. Their coming together is still celebrated today. You have a great opportunity to experience heart healing at this time. In the past, you may have found it difficult to trust and let yourself be loved, and therefore had many barriers up that stopped others from seeing your true worth. Now you find yourself in an empowered position where your you are open to the possibility of partnership. This is very exciting. You know for a fact that you don't need anyone else to validate you or complete you. But this doesn't mean ah, I should have tea right now instead of coffee. Hang on a minute. I gotta get something for my throat. Okay, let's try this again. If you aren't in a relationship, the universe is presenting opportunities for you to experience a real soul to soul connection. This can only happen, though, if you stop letting past experiences cloud your judgment in the present. If you are already in a relationship, know that there is an opportunity to take it further at this time. Either way, enjoy the experience. I like that because we also got Metatron and Sandalphon, sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lesson. Archangel Metron and Sandalphon are twin flame, twin brother, high vibrational angelic beings who understand what it's like to be a human and angelic. Both of them once walked the earth as living humans, and because of their deep spiritual knowledge and connection to source. At the end of their human lives, they ascended to angelic status in the heavens. Metatron's name means the throne next to God, and he is the archangel of ascension. Therefore, he is particularly drawn to this time when humanity has the opportunity to move beyond old ways of being and fear-based limitations and into a new way of living and loving. Sandalphon's name means co-brother, which refers to the fact that he is a Metatron's energetic twin. He's the angel who helps us establish a heavenly consciousness. When these archangels come together, they establish a bridge between heaven and earth so that we can undertake the interconnectedness of all things. Everything is working out for your highest good. All the information and experience that are coming to you now are bringing you a greater sense of connection and understanding. Be open and aware of the signs and synchronicities that are occurring at this time. For these are miraculous reminders that there is a force beyond your human comprehension that is helping you be your best self and live a life filled with purpose and meaning. If you feel stuck or unsure where things are going, you are being encouraged to see your situation from a higher perspective. If things aren't going according to your plan, it doesn't mean that things aren't going according to the divine plan. A power that is greater than you, but also within you, is working to help you learn from your life experiences and understand that you are interconnected with your source and co-creator of your destiny. Yes, we are. We have to get over and above that. Now, the last card we got is the Gateway of Light Activation. We got the Stargate Heart. Heart chakra, open, unlock, generosity. Yeah, we have to go into a generous mode. The heart chakra is our connection to love and generosity. When opened, it can take us on a powerful expedition to experience love. In Sanskrit, it is known as anahata, which means unstruck or even unbroken, revealing that even though we may feel our heart is broken, our true spiritual heart is always whole. The heart chakra governs all aspects of our heart, including relationships that lights us up and of course our self-worth. The gateway transports us to an emerald city, the temple of our heart. This sacred space within is a place of wonder and love, where we are reminded of the sacredness we hold within and are encouraged to know that although it's like a hidden treasure, this beauty deserves to be seen and enjoyed by the outer world. In the gateway image, there is a path to the Emerald City, but it is a path less traveled. This can represent many years of the denying our self-worth and also moments during many lifetimes when we've pushed love away, but now we are moving closer to the love we are. Your heart space is a sacred space deep within you. For some time, you have protected it with psychic shields that have not only stopped you from being hurt, but also stopped you from feeling love. This gateway appears shows that you have finally drop these shields and are ready to experience love. Universal wisdom wants you to know that this is your divine right. You are a highly empathetic and generous soul who has so much to give, and you are being called forth to reveal the deeper and more vulnerable aspects of your being. Divine light beings are surrounding you, holding you, and encouraging you to relax. All the restrictions and blockages of your heart space have now been removed. The worst is behind you, and the world needs you. 100% the world needs you. There is teachers and there's people down just not doing what they need to be doing. So get up. Don't be the wallflower. That's a song I just made up. Okay, now right now I'm on Magical Monday. We missed Soul Surfer Sunday. We're on Magical Monday. We're going to Talk Tuesday. That's what this is. It's a collective channeled message for all my beautiful soul families. Now, I love you all. May every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.